good morning. How is everybody doing? It is so good to be here with you this morning. How are you doing? Let me know in comments how your week has been going. It is so exciting to be here for today's topic. I am just really happy that I'm able to come every week and talk to you about different Montessori topics to make it more approachable for you and that you are able to gain some of the knowledge and information that is going to be applicable for you. These are practical tips that I give you that you are able to take and immediately put to good use, put to practice, try them out in your own Montessori environment. And it makes me so excited too to hear back from you, to hear the feedback, how it's helping you, how you are able to reach that transformation or at least start taking steps towards that transformation in your Montessori environment. Because you know that my goal is for you to be confident, for you to be knowledgeable, and for you to be able to change the world one young life at a time. So, welcome. And today's topic is going to be very, very special. We are right around the corner from the holidays, and so we're going to be talking about some things that you can do any time of year. Don't get me wrong, you can do them anytime. So if you're watching this at any other time during the year and it's not around the holidays, or maybe you don't celebrate these winter holidays around December, that is fine too. You can do these any time that you want. That's the beauty of it. You can definitely change the topic or the theme, the focus, but it doesn't matter because the acts of service are great. So let me know in comments, can you hear me okay? Where are you watching from? It is so exciting to have you here. I have both Facebook and YouTube watching, so there are more people than you think on here, and it's great to have everybody coming together from all over the world watching and telling me how much they are learning. Let me show you what today's topic is. Acts of service the Montessori way, especially during the holidays, but not just during the holidays. It is to be done any time of year. All right? So let's get started.
Hey there, this is Tanya Wright from thenaturalhomeschool.com, the place for homeschool and Montessori lovers ready to make themselves centered, organized teachers, nurture happy children, and create smooth and successful days. Let's get you closer to your transformation today. Welcome.
All right, welcome to the Natural Homeschool Show, and I am so excited to have you here. I would like to tell you a couple of things really fast before we start on our topic today. Today is going to be the day that you're going to be finding two Facebook groups. One is for homeschoolers, no matter what education method you use, if it's Montessori or not, all homeschoolers are welcome. It's a safe Facebook group place where you can chat, you can ask for advice, you can give advice. It is great for anything homeschool. So go to the Facebook search bar and enter the Natural Homeschool Community. You will find it there, request to join, and I will be happy to let you in and start on all the fun. And if you want a group that is Montessori only, you're welcome to join the Montessori Way Prep Room. That is another Facebook group that you can search on your Facebook search bar, and you will be able to request to join and do all things Montessori in there. We are almost at 1,000 members as of December, and it is super exciting to see how many people love Montessori. My goal is to make Montessori doable for everyone. So, everything that I share in that group and everything that we talk about in that group has to do with making Montessori approachable for everyone, no matter what your situation is, no matter what your Montessori environment might look like. It doesn't matter. We make it work. And it is great to have so many people there. So now that I've invited you there, I want to invite you to um, this email that you can sign up for every time. Let me share the link in the comments. Every time that I talk about a topic, I can only talk about it so much, right? Because your time is precious, my time is precious. We're busy people. I can't be here for hours and hours, but there's so much to talk about. So, what I do is that I actually send a weekly email where I go deeper into the topic, give you additional information. So, if you find a particular topic helpful in our live trainings and you want to learn more, then sign up for these emails because you're going to find that going deeper is going to be your thing. You want to go deeper, you want to learn more, and it's going to be awesome. Now you're going to be learning even more. Okay? So I just wanted to show you that. And it's in the comments below as well. If you want to dive deeper, dig deeper, then go ahead and sign up for those weekly emails. You don't have to, but you will certainly find them super helpful. I just know it. All right, let's get into our topic today. Today's topic is acts of service the Montessori way, especially during the holidays. You don't have to follow this only around the holidays, but it is around the holiday season that a lot of people are wanting to do extra volunteering. They're thinking about doing special things for loved ones, for friends, neighbors, and even for strangers. This is a season of giving, especially with the year that we have had. But to be honest with you, these are activities that you can do with your children any time of year. And please do, because after the year that we have had, we need to be able to bless others and to help others and to teach our children, the next generation, that acts of service are not only appreciated, but they're actually needed in this world today. So let's get into this topic. It is very important that we understand that there are many, many acts of service that we can do. But today I picked three that are very important, I feel that are very special, and they are very doable for you to do with your children. The first one is the first act of service is that you can bake or cook a meal for friends or family and even for strangers. Let me make it really simple here. When you're trying to incorporate Montessori and acts of service, you need to understand that it's not something that you're going to be forcing into your Montessori environment. Montessori is actually built on a very firm foundation of grace and courtesy. And it is these are two character traits that are very um, strongly encouraged in the Montessori philosophy. And so these acts of service actually fit perfectly with this grace and courtesy. It's not something that people are necessarily demanding or expecting, but it is something that makes people feel special. Not only the receiver, but actually the giver. And that is what we want to teach our children. We want to teach them that it is not only awesome to receive something from someone, something special, but it's also special to give, and that there is that rewarding feeling in giving to others. So, when you are talking about cooking or baking for family, friends, and even strangers, it can be as simple as just buying some sugar cookies and letting the children decorate them. Or you can even go into more practical life. They help you wash the fruits and vegetables that you're going to be cooking with, or baking with. You use math to take measurements when you're making a recipe or baking something. You also teach children about the temperature in the oven or on the stove. So you are actually doing Montessori, you are actually doing academics, but at the same time, you're actually putting it to good use because you're going to be blessing other people with the product that you are creating, that you're putting together with your children. So when you are cooking and baking, you can think along the lines of making it a tradition, maybe, or you can just think of someone that might be needing some help. Maybe there is an elderly friend that it hasn't been feeling well. You can make a meal for them. You can do something so simple like spaghetti and meat sauce with your children. I have taught my children how to make lasagna. They love to help me with that. And to this point, they can almost make the lasagna all on their own. They're 8 and 10. And you can also think about, like I mentioned, traditions. My children and I started a tradition that, well, not started a tradition, actually continued a tradition from my husband's side of the family. And that tradition is baking sugar cookies and decorating them around this time of year, around 1 week or so before Christmas. So that is something that my husband's family has been doing for years and years since he was a child. And that is a great tradition that I thought would be great to incorporate into our family. So we have been doing that. And then in the last few years, we started to do a cookie exchange. And so my children loved to bake these cookies and decorate the cookies and then have their friends look at them and get some. And when I saw how they felt, like, oh, I know that this friend is going to the cookie exchange, so I'm going to decorate this one especially for him or especially for her. And it became something so special for them and so rewarding for them that I said, you know what, this is great. Let's do it. And I was trying to think of something special and unique for our neighbors. So now our cookie decorating also goes to our neighbors. Around this time of year, they sell the tin containers that sometimes are holiday themed for very cheap, for a couple of dollars. So I buy those tin containers, and when my children bake and decorate those cookies, we give our neighbors some of those cookies, and our neighbors love it. They're homemade. Our children love to go and deliver them with a card, just wishing them a happy new year in the coming year. And it just really makes a difference with children because they feel it's rewarding. They feel like they're actually learning, doing the academic side of the recipe, but at the same time, they get to enjoy it themselves. They get to give it to friends. They get to watch their friends enjoy it. And it is such a joyful time all around from something so simple. If there is a friend that hasn't been feeling well or maybe just had a baby, it is also a great opportunity for children to understand that we can actually do something to help. like cooking or baking for them. I hope that this tip is helping you and getting your wheels turning and getting you to think about more than just, uh, you know, doing it for yourselves, for your own family, even though, yes, acts of service start in the home, you can actually extend it into your community and even the world. So let me know in comments what you think. The second way that you can do acts of service the Montessori way is actually to teach your children how to write notes or letters and deliver them to loved ones and strangers. Right now, where we have the whole, social distancing and not being able to gather with larger groups of friends, then this is a perfect occasion to write notes or letters, mail them out, or deliver them to friends and neighbors and even strangers. There are children that are living at a hospital because they're not feeling well, they're sick, they're going through treatment or something, that would love to receive a letter from other children. There are soldiers overseas that are not able to spend the holidays with their loved ones. There are elderly people that are in homes that never get anyone to visit them, that would love to receive a letter of encouragement, a little note written by a child that gives it that special touch, and even decorated by a child. So think about those things that you could do with children as an act of service. Think about what children can do. If they are too young to write letters, they can help decorate the letters, um, the notes. If you feel like they can't really decorate them, then provide some stickers that they can put on. They still give that special touch, that special feel, where children are still involved in the activity. And then also, you can, if children are too young to write, you can write the note for them that they dictate to you. If they are able to copy, then maybe you can write a note on a board or on another piece of paper and they copy that simple message of encouragement onto their notes or letters. And then the delivering part is special because there was a time earlier in 2020 where people were writing these encouraging notes, these letters of affirmation or words of affirmation for the care workers, doctors, nurses at hospitals caring for COVID patients. But you can't go into the hospital to deliver them. So, what people did was bring them to the hospital door and tape them to the door. They can be notes or they can be posters. They can be anything that you want them to be as long as they are encouraging and positive. And you can just get creative. Maybe you can come up with different ideas of people that you can deliver these letters and notes to. Remember, there is so much need for love in this world, and it is very rewarding to give these notes as well as receive these notes. So, getting your thoughts along these lines of children being able to do this simple act of service that can make a difference in someone's life. It can really make a big difference. Don't discount it and don't think that it's not a big deal. Children are still doing academics, so you're still focusing on Montessori, even though you're not using necessarily Montessori materials. It is still going along the lines of grace and courtesy. The writing of notes involves language arts, of course, the reading, the writing, the creative writing part too, because they're thinking about what they're going to be writing or including in those notes, depending on who the person will be, who the person is that will be receiving these letters. So you can get together, have some special paper, some special decorations for the notes, maybe special markers, glitter glue, um, anything that you can imagine. Make it special, make it um, maybe a tradition. Every December you do that. You can also brainstorm the different people that could receive these notes. Maybe one year you want to focus on friends, maybe another time you want to focus on family, maybe another time you want to focus on neighbors, maybe another time you want to focus on strangers that are having health issues. So think along the lines of hospitals, not only the caretakers, the frontline workers, but also the patients would love to get some notes of encouragement. The elderly, the homeless, you can bring notes of encouragement for the homeless to homeless shelters as well. So get creative. You can even find out about the different soldiers that are deployed outside the country, and you can mail some of these notes out. We have done that before in the past, and it makes them feel so special, even though they're not spending the holidays with their families. So there are many different ways that we can actually um, do this act of service and get creative. You don't have to do it all the time for the same people or in the same way. Just get creative. Maybe once a month, you can have this as your Montessori activity. Have a tray with some nice writing paper and some decorating, maybe a list of people that these notes will go to. So it gives children a little bit of guidance in terms of what to write on the paper, depending on who it's going to. So just get creative and make sure that you implement this into your Montessori environment. These acts of service are special, they're great, and they also uh, go in line 100% with the Montessori philosophy. So there's no guesswork here. Now, let's talk about point number 3 in just a second. I have a message for you first.
Thank you for listening to the show. Stay tuned for more. Have you been wondering how to go about doing Montessori successfully or learn more about this wonderful method? Are you lost when it comes to planning Montessori lessons and know how to help children with this wonderful method? Are you constantly doubting yourself, not being sure you're presenting the lessons correctly to a child no matter what subject it is? Are you ready to become a centered, organized Montessori guide and nurture happy, normalized children? What about loving the idea to know how to create smooth, successful Montessori days? Let me introduce you to the Montessori Way Foundations Framework, a 6-month journey to a firm foundation in the Montessori method. Visit us at thenaturalhomeschool.com/TMWFF.
All right, we are back. Let's talk about point number 3. And feel free to let me know in comments how these points are starting to get your mind thinking about different acts of service that you can do with your children at any age. Okay? Now, the cooking and baking might be a little hard for, say, toddlers to help you with, even though they could help with some of the cookie decorating if you decided to bake cookies. The note writing will definitely be hard for toddlers, but they can help you decorate the letters, the papers, and you do the writing. You can definitely still involve them. But this point number 3 is definitely going to be toddler friendly. So, this point number 3 is your biggest act of service because it starts in your home. You promote peace in your home, then you move on to the community and into the world itself. You can even do these acts of service for people that are not in your immediate community. You can have a pen pal. You can send letters to or gifts to children all over the world through subscriptions, adopting a child, um, and not necessarily adopting the child where they come to live with you, but you adopt them in terms of monthly gifts for them and their education. So, what do I mean by promoting peace? This goes, yes, it includes conflict resolution, but it goes beyond conflict resolution. It goes beyond acts of service such as helping around the home with household chores and things like that. It is um, a situation where you are going to be paying attention to the needs of others in your environment. So, your immediate environment obviously is your home. You want to be an example to your children on how to promote that peace, how to uh, be an example of that promotion of peace. Now, when you think about promoting peace, we're talking about using words of affirmation, praising, being positive, showing love, showing acceptance, empathy, helpfulness, generosity. You're going to be showing that initiative where you see that someone needs help. You don't wait for them to ask for help, right? Um, you talk about what peace is, what it means, what it doesn't mean. You role play, you give examples of what peace looks like because peace is an abstract thought in children's minds. So you want to make it real by talking about what it means, what it looks like, what it doesn't mean, what it doesn't look like. You would talk about the opposite of peace. So, if you want some ideas on how to promote peace, not just in your home, although it does start in your home, but also in your community and in the world, there is a bundle that you can get. It's called the Montessori Practical Life Activities and Printables. And this bundle has 10 practical life sets. The ones that I want you to focus on are the peace words. You have cards that have peace words that children can learn what peace is. And it is very important that children, like I said, it's an abstract thought. So we want children to know exactly what that means. And you also want to focus on, look at the link in the comments. You also want to focus on peace list to promote peace in your home community. That's point number 3. That's set number 3. That list is going to be a lifesaver for you. I have done all the thinking for you, no more guesswork. You go down. Um, so you are going to get this list, go through the list, and see what you can implement immediately. But then you can also use the list to actually schedule these acts of service randomly throughout your year. And it is great because you can do it, like I said, during a certain season, or you want to do it once a month as your act of service, as a field trip, anything that you want to do. It is your Montessori environment, so you make it work for you. I'm just giving you the ideas and making it a lot easier for you to actually get started right away. You get this bundle and you can definitely get started today. Now, look at the very, very last one, Peace Table Lesson for Conflict Resolution. This is another one that I was talking about that has to do with starting in the home, promoting peace in the home. When children have a conflict, the Montessori way of solving it is through a peace table. And there is a specific way of setting it up and running it. And this is the lesson plan for it, where it guides you step by step on how to do it, how to set it up, how to guide the children in going through it for conflict resolution the peaceful way. So, the links are for this product are the link is in the comments, and you can you can look at it in more detail. It is on sale right now. It is a practical life bundle, so you have a lot of practical life activities here, but the ones that I am focusing on are the three P's ones that have to do with our point number three, which is promoting peace, right? So that is exactly what I am talking about, focusing on right now. The other thing I wanted to tell you as well is that there is a free, let me find it real quick. There is a free download if you were looking for holiday gift ideas and you wanted to uh, get some ideas. You can open this free PDF when you download it, and you can click on the links. It's free. You can download it, and the link is in the comments below. 17 pages. There are gift ideas. They're not the gift ideas that are holiday themed, but if people are looking for gift ideas for the holidays that are Montessori friendly, you can download that as well. It is free, and you can get that. Um, I also give you some gift ideas from my shop, some printable bundles and things like that that are seasonal, that are for Christmas and winter. But there are so many other things there. There is a sale going on at the shop right now. But like I said, what I wanted to focus on is point number three, promoting peace. So this is the bundle that you want if you want to promote peace in your home and your community. That list, point number three, which is set number three, that list is going to be super helpful for you. Trust me, that list guides you on how to promote peace in all three instances. So I hope that this conversation has helped you, this training has helped you in getting your wheels turning and thinking about the different ways that you can do acts of service the Montessori way. These are not the only way to do acts of service, but you definitely do want to get started somewhere. So I wanted to give you those ideas because of that. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that you will be able to let me know in comments what you think you're going to be trying first. I will see you. Wait a minute. I don't think we're meeting next week because it's Christmas. But I will see you next time. Bye.
I appreciate you sharing time with me today. You have tons of choices about what you're listening to, and I love that you chose the Natural Homeschool Show. Thank you. Well, that's it for today. Until next time, this is Tanya Wright with thenaturalhomeschool.com. I hope that you will use this training to create solutions that will bring about smooth, successful days for you. Let's get you closer to that transformation today.